Okay, good morning, everyone, to the October 4th regular council meeting. Shane Pelletier, Deputy Mayor. I'll be looking after things while his worship is away today. We'll do some quick introductions. We've got Councillor Boulanger.
Good morning, everybody.
Councillor Lemoine.
Good morning.
Councillor Bodnarchuk.
Good morning.
And our CAO, Monsieur Duval, and Assistant CAO, Dominic Lemoine.
Morning.
Sorry, you're both showing up on my same picture, so we'll do that. We'll get this meeting called to order at 9:01. Get a mover. That's Councillor Bodnarchuk, second Councillor Lemoine. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Mitch, do we want to do this online for voting, or eyes are okay for you? Hands up. Okay. Thank you. Item 2, adoption of the agenda. Is there any conversation on that? You guys good with it as is? Okay, get a mover.
I'll move.
Councillor Boulanger, seconder Councillor Lemoine. All in favor? Thank you.
Aye, we all ayed.
Item 3, adoption of the minutes. I'll get a mover. Councillor Bodnarchuk and a seconder, Councillor Boulanger. Mr. CEO, the floor is yours.
Regular council meeting last held September 20th, whereby the council entertained 2 conditional uses, 2 subdivisions, and also appointed the ACO. That was about it.
Thank you. Any questions on that, folks?
Nope, good here.
Call for the question. All in favor? Aye. Passed. Item 4, committee reports and minutes. I'll get a mover. Councillor Lemoine, seconder Councillor Bodnarchuk.
Reports provided by Councillor Bodnarchuk regarding the Crow Wing Trail Committee, and also minutes from the Reach Out Library dated of May 10th and September 28th as received.
Thank you. Any discussion on that?
Yes, I just have a comment about Muriel Bruguera's resignation. It's sad to see her go, so we wonder what's going to happen with this committee. She was the heart and stone of it. So we don't know. I guess it'll be up to them. Hey, Jason.
Yeah, there's an interim taking over right now, but only time will tell how this progresses in the future. So.
All right, thank you. Call for the question. All in favor? Thank you. Item 5.1, accounts paid to be approved. Get a mover. Councillor Boulanger, seconder Councillor Lemoine.
Okay, for accounts paid to be approved, we have batch 17777 in the amount of $21,363. That was for a WSP housing assessment for our Housing Accelerator Fund application for the federal program, as well as batch 17793 in the amount of $958,000. That $958,000 batch is all construction related to the Ildersham Daycare, St. Adolph Daycare, and the office expansion.
Any discussion on that one?
Nope, we're good.
Ildy Shane, that would have come to an end. That must be one of our last payments.
At the current time, we still have a holdback of $15,000 for any deficiencies left to be repaired.
Anything further? Call for the question. All in favor? Item 5.2, accounts not paid to be approved. Get a mover, please. Councillor Bodnarchuk, seconder Councillor Lemoine.
2 batches. First batch 17798 $445,000 and change. A summary of batch report has been provided for that, as well as batch 17799 EFTs in the amount of $1,800.
Any discussion on that one?
Yeah, I have a question. I know these are accounts not paid to be approved, but I'm wondering if we're approving them, they're going to be paid soon. In particular, the Bestway Fence Systems for the Grand Point ODR. I haven't been by there, bad on me, but do you know if that project is completed? Like, do we pay these things after the projects are completed? I would hope.
Okay, so number one, thank you, Councillor Belanger, regarding this. That it's a typo error both on the invoice that we received. It is for the Ile des Chênes outdoor rink project. That project is completed, and we are wrapping up the ins and outs of the cash flows regarding that project.
I should have realized 110,000. Sorry, my bad. That's expensive fencing. Okay, no, all good.
Any further on it?
Yesterday, and I went, no, Grand Point already have their outdoor rink. I don't know where this fencing is going to, but it's all clarified now.
Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? Call for the question. All in favor? Item 5.2.1, council indemnities. Get a mover. Councillor Belanger, seconder. Councillor Lemoine.
Indemnities for council for the month of September range anywhere from 7 hours to 17 hours, nothing to report on the matter.
Thank you. Any discussion on that? I know Councillor Bondarchuk had a question regarding why my pay was lower than everybody else's, but I do get more taxes taken off just to ease some pain points at the end of the year.
I figured we discussed that. It was all good.
Yeah. Call for the question. All in favor? Thank you. 5.3, payroll to be approved. Get a mover. Councillor Bondarchuk, seconder. Councillor Lemoine.
Payroll for September 25th, payroll 19. A little bit of overtime on both admin sides and public work sides, but really nothing of concern.
Any discussion for those?
Oh, good here.
Okay, call for a question. All in favor? Thank you. No delegations. We're moving on to item 7.1, bylaw 11-2023, Water and Wastewater Utility Reserve Fund, first reading. Get a mover. Councillor Belanger, seconder. Councillor Bondarchuk.
All right, as you all know, as of January 1st, we combined the utilities, the 4 utilities that we had, Ile des Chênes, St. Adolphe, Saint-Gat, and the rural water. The PUB has authorized us to charge a single rate for water and sewer for the whole amalgamation of the utilities. So this is just to carry on more on the administration side of things, is that all these utilities had their individual reserves. Those balances are also included as part of the report in the bylaw. You'll note that reserve totals are just over close to 1.8 million. A big portion of that is the Reach Out Water Services reserve, so that's for the water plant in Saint-Gat. The rest both have the component of water and sewer, so we can't really do the split between the water and the sewer. So whenever there are projects, we will have to weigh them accordingly. One of the bigger projects is the wastewater treatment facility that is a joint effort being made by 4 municipalities right now. So we will, try to keep track of that and try to expense, those, costs accordingly throughout the utilities, and try to be as fair as we can with it. There's no magic number right now, but we will use, the term common sense when trying to divide these costs. So the bylaw itself is for first reading, basically combining the reserves and deleting all the paperwork for all the old reserves that will be created as a result. Any questions?
We'll open it up for discussion.
Clear as mud. No, good.
Just a quick question on balances. Do they get updated after third reading on that? For what the totals will be with whatever interest and everything is accumulated from now till then?
Yes, what we're gonna do is at the end of the day, just before we do the amalgamation into the one, we'll have a last minute up to date, which would include whatever interest, I guess for September and or October, depending when you give it third reading.
Okay. See no further discussion. We'll call for the question. All in favor? Thank you. Item 7.2, bylaw 11-2023, water and wastewater utility reserve, second reading. Get a mover? Councillor Lemoine, seconder. Councillor Bondarchuk.
Second verse, same as the first.
Any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll call for the question. All in favor? Thank you. Moving on. Item 8.2, Rendezvous Drive, assume infrastructure and release letter of credit. We'll get a mover. Councillor Belanger, seconder. Councillor Lemoine.
As discussed in the Public Works meeting, this is a release of the letter of credit regarding an Rendezvous Drive in the community of Ile des Chênes. The council is to authorize the release of $115,416 as per recommended by Public Works.
Thank you. Any discussion on this one? Call for the question. All in favor? Thank you. Item 8.3.1, V25-2022 extension. Get a mover. Councillor Belanger, seconder. Councillor Bondarchuk.
This is in regards to variation V25-2022. The application was made about this time of last year. The property owner, I guess, had some confusions regarding where to locate the driveways. So she's still working with Public Works to try to do that alignment. Unfortunately, the expiration is coming up shortly and she is requesting an extension to the variation. So administration would recommend to grant that extension and hopefully she'll be having all of her driveways cleared up and construction going shortly.
Any discussion?
Extensions run for how many months?
This would be a 12-month extension.
My only question on this one, Mr. CEO, is if she's actively working with Public Works on this, do we really need the extension?
That was the debate I had with administration, just to put it on the record that there was discussion.
Okay.
Now we have documentation on hand, so.
Fair enough. Thank you very much. Call for the question. All in favor? Thank you. 8.3.2 development agreement, Valley Fiber, the Grand Point RCO location. Get a mover. Councillor Lemoine, second. Councillor Boulanger.
here. This is regarding the development agreement for Valley Fiber in the Grand Point area for the RCO there. This agreement is the same as the one we just passed for St. Adolphe, I believe, a couple of meetings ago, so nothing new to report.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion on that?
Nope, the building is up, so it's moving along.
All right, call for the question. All in favor? And that brings us up to item 11, adjournment. Get a mover. Councillor Belanger, seconder. Councillor Lemoine, all in favor? Thanks everyone for attending. Dominic, you may stop the recording.